Hello and welcome to Royal Vibes. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who have been forced to fund their own security during their trip to Europe, are vulnerable, according to Princess Diana's former bodyguard, who has likened the Sussex's situation to the late princess before her death. So guys, before we get right into that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button so you always stay up to date with every royal news. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Meghan Markle and her husband Prince Harry arrived in the UK on Sunday, having traveled across the pond from their home in Montecito, California, for a week of charity events. They began their trip in Manchester at the One Young World Summit, where Meghan delivered her first UK speech since leaving the royal family. On Tuesday, the couple traveled to Germany for an event marking the one-year countdown until the next Invictus Games, which will take place in the city of Düsseldorf. Harry and Meghan are expected to return to the UK on Thursday for their final public appearance, the Wiltshire Awards in London, where Harry will deliver a speech. The couple has been forced to pay for their own security during their European trip, having lost their taxpayer-funded protection when they stepped down from their senior roles within the royal family 2 years ago. Organizers of the One Young World Summit operated the Ring of Steel security protocol, which Meghan and Harry attended their event, but the couple traveled with their own team of bodyguards. The bodyguards have also joined the Sussexes in Germany, where authorities class their visit as a private event. Harry is currently awaiting a judicial review of a Home Office decision to only provide Met Police protection to his family on a case-by-case basis. The prince offered to pay for the protection himself, but his proposal was declined. Now, one of Diana, Princess of Wales's former bodyguards, has likened the Sussex's security situation to the late princess in the 90s, claiming that the Duke and Duchess have been left vulnerable. Diana had no close protection of her own following a divorce from Prince Charles in 1996. The princess had decided to give up her official government bodyguard over her paranoia surrounding the royal family, which was largely fed by the deceitful behavior of Martin Bashir. In his book, the bodyguard Lee Sampson said Diana's situation has parallels today, with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's decision to step back from royal duties, which left them without their personal security that had been previously funded by the state, leaving them vulnerable. Mr. Sansom described the night that Diana and her partner Dodi Al-Fayed were killed in a car accident in Paris. The couple were traveling from the Ritz Hotel with bodyguard Trevor Rees-Jones and driver Henry Paul. At the time of Diana's death, Mr. Samsom was a part of Mohammed Al-Fayed's protection team and had been assigned to look after the princess and her two sons during their holiday in St. Tropez a month earlier. In his book, he explained the difference between being the close protection officer for royals and for a private citizen. He wrote, "When you are in a close protection officer for a royal, what you say goes. It is different when you are working for a private individual who has the final say. It's much harder to refuse them if they want to drive across Paris at midnight." He claimed Mr. Rees-Jones was trying to give Diana and Dodi a good night while following reportedly ever-changing instructions from his employer about where to go. Mr. Sansom explained Mr. Rees-Jones did not have the backing of the entire Met Police and all of their resources, which made protecting the royals easier. It isn't the same protection that Diana readily gave up and that Prince Harry is fighting for. His lengthy legal battle with the Home Office centers around his desire for having the same degree of personal protective security he had as a working royal while visiting from the US. After stepping back and relocating to North America, it was decided that the prince should be taken off this list of protection of royalty and public figures (RAVEC), whose members receive automatic security funded by taxpayer. In July, the Duke won the right to challenge the decision in High Court. He has previously claimed that he does not feel safe bringing his family to the UK without police protection. Last year, in his and Meghan's bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey, Harry had his biggest fear was history repeating itself, referring to the car crash that killed his mother. The prince has made it clear that he still blames the paparazzi who were in the pursuit of Diana and Dodi's vehicle as they entered the Alma tunnel for the unlawful killing of the princess. It was an experience with the paparazzi that triggered a wider discussion surrounding security and arrangement for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Now they are no longer senior royals. During the summer of 2021, Harry returned to the UK for the unveiling of a statue in tribute to his mother. While in his home country, he attended a Well Child Garden party where he met seriously ill children and young people whom the charity supports. As he left the event, the prince was reportedly chased by paparazzi, leaving him fearing for his own safety. Not long after, Harry filed his lawsuit against the Home Office challenging the decision to take away his security. In January 2022, soon after news of the lawsuit emerged, royal commentators Rachel Bowie and Roberta Fiorito discussed the triggering event. Speaking on the podcast Royally Obsessed, Mr. Fiorito said, "What really was just devastating to read, and the triggering event for Harry came actually way back in 2021 when we are all talking about the Diana statue unveiling. Harry went to that Well Child event with Ed Sheeran that we saw some images from, and apparently when he left his safety was put at risk. He didn't say these exact words in the statement, but paparazzi chased him away from that event." Mrs. Bowie added that, "Which I keep thinking is so triggering for him when his mother and the trauma and how he's talked so much about the PTSD suffered after her death, and I think particularly about paparazzi chasing you. I think that must bring up so many harsh and traumatic memories. But particularly when you know Lilibet's only 6 months old, Archie is 2. Of course, he wants to have every protection possible." The Bodyguard by Lee Sampson, published by 7 Dials, available in paperback, original ebook and audio, £9.99. It is available for purchase. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.